What's up, everyone? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to talk about my graduation year, the 12th grade year at my high school, and this was the last year, and this will be the last. Actually, it's in the description. And so where to begin? It began on August 13th, August 12th, somewhere. It always starts early. So I got up and I went to the high school, and I just wanted to just get out of there. I didn't want to go to the high school at all. I just wanted to leave and not go there because I was tired of going to the high school.
Turn on because I'm cooking me some food.
I'm doing the video.
You want to see Jurassic?
No,
Famous moments?
no, I'm doing the video. Uh, where did I start again? I went to the high school. Um, Everyone in my grade was 12th grade now. The class I was going to graduate with the class of 2018. And as I went to the school, and I saw the student council kids, which are the fiber kids, and I didn't want to hang around them no more. I just wanted to stay away from them for the entire year. So, so I sat with someone else. I sat with someone else and not go near them because they didn't care about me anyway. Like they didn't want to be around me. I didn't want to be around them. Because all they care about is their own popularity and their own pride, and that's about it. And anyways, I went to the class. I forgot which class, but I remember I was in this one class upstairs near the entrance up there on the second floor. So as as I went up there, I went to the classroom and I did out my day, and it was pretty bad as usual. So and before I even get too far, this video is not going to be an hour long like the last one because the last video I did on the 11th grade story, it was an hour and 19 minutes long. And that's the longest video I ever done on my whole channel, ever. And I had this YouTube channel for like 7 years, and it's never was an hour and 19 minutes long. So it'll never be like that again. Make sure it won't. So, anyways, as as I was, uh, anyways, a couple days later, some girl that used to go into our class in 11th grade, she got she went to juvenile she went to the juvenile school, um, uh, and her friends uh, were in the fight too. Like no one didn't like her anymore because her attitude changed and all of that. And then I think on the same day, I saw my friend again, my brother-like friend again, from the 11th grade story that I talked about in that video. And the ninth graders that was in like a music class, like in in the 11th grade video, one of them moved, and one of them stayed at the school. I think that one went to like another high school, Actually, she did. She went to another high school, and the other one stayed at the high school. And I really didn't like her. My friend kind of didn't like her, but he halfway did. He halfway did. And so me and my friend hanged out, and we had like gym together. We we both had gym together, which was really good and all of that. What is this? Feels like some crawling on me. That's why I hit my head. And I've been feeling that half the time when I'm down here. It feels like some crawling on me. So, anyways, and then August on August 21st, I I was at high school for some bit, and the reason I didn't stay on high school on the whole day because it was the day of the eclipse. The all the day of the eclipse, August 21st, 2017, and it was the first eclipse in 100 years. So I didn't want to miss that. I've been preparing for ever since 11th grade, which I didn't talk about in the 11th grade video. Ever since like February, somewhere around there. Ever since like February, I've been wanting to see the eclipse. I mean, February of 2017, I wanted to see the eclipse. So, so I left the school and I went with my parents, and we went to see the eclipse right in Jefferson Barracks, which is way on the south side. It's nearby the cemetery, and we went down there, and everyone was back down there. There was a lot of people and stuff like that, and and there and we were trying to find a place to park. As we were trying to place to park, we found a parking spot. We parked on the grass and we walked out. And it was very, very hot out there, so we had to constantly pace ourselves. Like some crawling on me again on my head. So as we got to our place, we're all thousands upon thousands and millions of people down there, and the news station and all kind of news stations were down there. We found our place in a pack of people, and and the and the eclipse is halfway across was halfway across the sun. And I saw on the ground. I took pictures of the crescent moons on the ground, and and uh, then after that, then like everything, like when it was fully like before it was fully like before it was a fully eclipse. Like we heard like the bugs start coming out and all of that. Like the nighttime bugs start coming out and making noises because they think it's going to be nighttime. And then after that, the best moment of the best moment of 2017 happened. The sun, like the moon eclipse, the eclipse came. It was totality, and I saw these sunsets like all across from this side to this side, and it looked so amazing. And it looked so amazing. It just so much awesomeness and epicness. And it was totality there where I was at for 1 minute. And I wanted to get the phone out to record, but I didn't because I wouldn't have time to do that, which I'm glad I didn't because I wanted, because I just wanted to enjoy the totality, and I did. And for that, after the minute, the sun came back out, and and Sunday came back out, and everyone left the park. Everyone left, and we were trying to get out. There was a lot of people coming out of the park. I mean, Jefferson Barracks, and after that, we headed back to the house. And that was the most amazing experience I had in my entire life. And I found out that, like, a few days later, it will be the total eclipse will come back in April 8th of 2024, which I'm prepared because it's only in 2 years. It's only 2 years away. So, so then I came back to the high school. I came back to the high school. I said I came back to high school, but I don't know now. I don't know if I came back to high school or stayed at home. So I think I got back to high school, and when I got back, everyone was inside, and they tell about what, and they tell about their experience with the eclipse. All of them went outside in the field and saw the eclipse, but it wasn't totally eclipse where they were at, like 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 I was at in Jefferson Barracks, because it only lasted a second there, and for me it lasted the whole minute where I was at. But one of my friends, I guess, one of my friends, which he was religious and all of that, she didn't want to see the eclipse because they said eclipses is a bad sign or something. Like, you're totally missing out. You're really totally missing out on the eclipse. That's a beautiful, amazing experience. Then after that, then I don't. After that, I don't remember too much after that. So when September came, uh, September came around, we went. I had a field trip to this university. I was decided, and so we got. So I went to the university at downtown, and it was called Highschool University. And, and I remember going there in eighth grade, which I'm going to talk about in my middle school video, which is possibly next year and all of that. I'm not going to talk about it now. It's going to be next year. It might be this. It might be late in August. It might be late in August or something. But I don't know yet. But I went over there in eighth grade, and it was like 4 years after that. It it been 4 years since I've been there. So we all went, and I went on the bus. I went on the bus, and I hanged the, and I sat way in the front because all of the power kids, which are the student council kids, they were all in the back of the bus. So I didn't want to be back there with them. I didn't want to be back with them at all. So I sat in the front, and like the other kids were in the middle of the bus. And we went to Harrisville. We walked around, went to different places in Harrisville. We went to the lunchroom. We went to the gym. And and then after that, we took a picture and we would took a picture near these rocks. Uh, I was in the photo. They took a picture, and after that, they send it right to their page because my school had a website, which I never told you about. They like in like previous videos, I forgot that to mention they had a website. Then after that, uh, we we went to we went back to the school. Actually, before we went back to the school, we went to like St. Louis University, and this girl came out. This girl was over there. Another girl I didn't like. I liked like I was. I think we were kind of friends. We were a kid. Actually, she never liked me when I was a kid. She never liked me when I was a kid, but we got along. We got along later on, but she didn't like me no more again for some reason. I didn't know why. The kids are kind of like that in my school. They betray you like during like high school years, but in elementary but they were like never got and they never got along to me in elementary school years. I was thinking like maybe they were like that all along. They just hid it from me and just never let me know about it. So we went to this another university. This girl was coming out. Then after that, we went back to the school. Then like October came. When October came around, Halloween, uh, something happened in the high school. Something. Oh wait, I had my last homecoming, and it was awful. It was not good at all. It was not good. It was a terrible homecoming, and I wanted to stay home. And throughout my 4 years at high school, all my homecomings were terrible. And after that, Halloween came. And during Halloween, I think when I went to Forest in the trick or treat, and that's about it. Then November came when I was in the gym. Uh, uh, me and me and my friend, we were in the gym, like sitting around talking to each other, and everyone was playing basketball and all of that. Um, and I remember like, and I remember they build like they build like something like behind the bleachers upstairs, and they built this new gym room. And I remember one of the kids said, or the teachers, they said like they they want to really put the school on a map. They want to make this school the best in the country, which is impossible. It was really impossible to do that, and they believe that Obama will support them. I don't think he's not going to support them or anything like that. I really think he's not because he's not focused on stuff like that. You know, what else? Me and my friend, we started to play like tennis with each other. And then during that time, we were in the lunchroom, and I hang by the student council kids in the lunchroom at all. I hang with my friend, and my other friend I just met. I'm not going to say his name on here. So just hang with each other. We talk to each other during lunch, and during like another lunch period of class, uh, I just be I was just being seen with other kids or something because on another day I guess I was sitting with these kids that used to know me from eighth grade and all of that, but they didn't want to hang around me either, so they sat around with they joined the popular kids all of a sudden. They they joined the popular kids because just to let you know, there was some types of kids. There was some types. There was some types of kids not used to hang with the student council, which are the popular kids. But during 12th grade, they started hanging with each other. They started to hang out with each other. Like there was a group of girls that I used to been with, who were once were my friends, but during 12th grade year, they were no longer my friends and all of that. And here's was the group that looked at anime and all of that, and uh, the group that looked at anime and stuff like that. They jo- they like started to hang out with the popular kids. They started hanging out with the popular kids, and they didn't hang around me no more as well. So after that, I stopped hanging out with them. I was like, fuck them. They didn't want to hang out with me. I don't want to hang out with them. So so I started hanging out with other kids at the lunch tables. Anyways, December came. I don't remember too much. We went on. Then, and oh wait, now I remember. During October, this girl in our class showed us these terrifying hell videos about people going to hell and all of that. And I had chills on my spine. I was so terrified. The other kids weren't terrified for some reason, but even though they were not into stuff, they were not religious and all of that. But they don't mess with ghosts or anything. They're the type they don't mess with ghosts or anything like that. But I was terrified of the video. I was extremely terrified of it, but I just hid it from them and not, don't and I won't let them know about it though. And then after that, then in January, January 2018. I mean, when January came, it was 2018, and only had 4 months of school left. Some I had to like get through, and what else is we uh in January nothing much happened except it turned 2018, and there was this one part though that happened in January that this girl wanted me to go to her church and all of that, and she wanted me to go to this event that these people in her church is dressed as demons, they're grabbing on people, and they were illustrating hell. And I was like, no, I didn't want to go. In reality, I was like, I just told her that nobody wanted to go. In reality, I was like, that's just going to get me nightmares and not a lot of sleep. But she wasn't terrified of it though. I just really think she liked stuff like that. So that was about it. Then February came. It was Valentine month, where the day everyone make out with each other and all that. So on that day, everyone was kissing, everyone was having sex, and all of that. You know, and as I was hanging, um, then March came. I was like 19 years old, and stuff. And then after that, I don't remember too much of March, but when May came, when May mostly came, uh, it it was going to be a good month. It really was a good month because a lot of stuff happened that month. We looked at movies and stuff. My last day was May 18th or May 16th. I don't remember. Uh, but the movies we looked at were literally one of them was my childhood movies. It's called Where the Wild Stuff Are, and this girl in my class wasn't a fan of that. She said it was a kids movie. She wanted to turn it off and all of that. But because someone like her don't look at these movies for some reason, probably she just looks a look probably because she looked at a lot of hood movies when she was little, and not like stuff like Where the Wild Stuff Are. I saw the movie and I was amazed. And I want to see the movie again. I haven't seen it in 4 years. Almost, I haven't really seen it in 4 years after I graduated. But I'm going to look at it like possibly next year to see it, or possibly next year to see it. And and what and the next movie we looked at was Coraline. Coraline was the next movie we looked at, and the girl complained again. She said it's a kids movie. She didn't want to watch it. But was but I was saying to myself that this movie terrified everybody when they were little, and uh, and we saw halfway of the movie, but the girl kept complaining about shutting the movie off. She didn't want to watch that movie, but eventually the teacher gave up and just turned the movie off because of her. And I really want to see that movie. I really want to see Coraline because it was an interesting movie. It's like a terrifying movie. Everyone was terrified when they was kids, and there's still people talking about it. People like her are not going to see some like people like her is not going to see something like Coraline because all they look at is hood movies and other horror movies and stuff like that. But Coraline was a horror movie though. Then after that, I was hanging with Cor. Yeah, I was hanging with my friend one last time together and all of that. And he said he was going to miss me and all of that, being around him throughout the whole year. Then after that, I left on May 18th. Then I was at home and stuff like that. Then uh, on May 22nd, we went to Six Flags, which was one of the best days of high school, really, because I wouldn't want to go to Six Flags since ninth grade, and I'm finally able to go. It's ridiculous to wait for 4 years just to go to Six Flags. Like other schools, they went to Six Flags like ninth grade, 10th grade, and all of that. They don't even have to wait that long. Or for our schools or something, we had to wait like 4 years just to go to Six Flags somewhere. It's just ridiculous. So, anyways, I went to Six Flags. I went by myself. I didn't want to hang out with everyone else, but but the kids from high school started hanging out with me. When I was on that Batman ride, I rode the Batman together. I was like cousin and all of that, and they were cousin too. Then after that, we rode a Ninja and, uh, and stuff like that. Then after that, they want to go on Mr. Freeze. I didn't want to go on Mr. Freeze though, so I flipped out. But I controlled it though. I didn't want them to know. I didn't want them to know I was flipping out and stuff like that. So, anyways, after that, we went to lunch because it was like 12, or 11 or 12 when we got. It was 10 when we got there. In an hour, it was like lunch. So we went to lunch and all of that. But after that, I wanted to separate myself from them because my plan is not to hang out with them. I wanted to hang out with other people at Six Flags because at because at the time there was a lot of high schools there from across the St. Louis area. Most of them were just white kids and not hardly black kids. There was like a few black kids were there, but it was mostly just white kids. And and I went on a ride. I went on Sky Screamer. I went on uh, the Mine Train. I went on the Boss, which is like hurting my back and my sides. Uh, and I went on the American Thunder again. I didn't want to get on the Superman, and and during the time, I did a video, and the video is on my channel. I posted it like 2018 somewhere. Guy was explaining that I didn't want to go near a Superman ride, and I wanted to just ride a boomerang. But sadly, the boomerang never happened because I was extremely tired. I was extremely worn out by the end of the day, so I didn't get to go on the ride. But I went on the other ride in Six Flags, and I got wet on the waterfall, and the school was trying to look for me. I mean, the teachers were trying to look for me and stuff like that, and they were saying, "Well, I was not with the other kids." But I pulled this off like in eighth grade very well. But now the teachers just wanted to look for me and all of that. But and then I came past the popcorn kids and all of that, and I was thinking to myself, uh, and actually the other kids, not the popcorn kids, I was thinking to myself, I'm surprised they didn't say anything to me about like I was missing and all of that. But they probably don't care if I was like missing or something. They don't care if I was missing. Like they didn't care I was being looked for by nobody. Not missing. They didn't care I was being looked for by nobody. So I just moved on. So at the end of the day, I went back to the school. I went back to school and I went home. 3 days later, it was graduation, and um, and I didn't. And that was my excited day to go to graduation. Not because I was going to miss school, because I would never miss a school. It's because I wanted to just leave from the school and never come back. So I got to the school and uh, everyone's hanging around the school and all of that. Then after that, I sat in the back, almost at the back of the bus. Everyone got on the bus and drove to Midtown into this arena where the arena is at this university downtown at Midtown. we got out and we went inside the arena and there was people getting to their graduation outfits together and all that. And and there was like a few people I cared about and all that. But most of them I didn't care about them or anything like that. They didn't care about me at all. So I didn't care about them. So uh so I took my a picture of myself in the graduation stuff. So then after that, this girl came to talk to me, and this girl came to talk to me. She hang out with the popular kids and all of that. She came to talk to me, and that was about it. I don't know if like I don't know if she was I didn't know if to care about her or not. But she was being friendly. But the last time she talked to me was around 11th grade. She didn't talk to me in a whole year. And then after that, then this then then this fight happened at the graduation between this other girl and this other girl from like this juvenile center. They fought there, and and didn't know what to think of it, to be honest. Uh, and I'm surprised that person graduated because they allowed them to graduate somehow. I'm surprised they allowed them to stay another year at the high school. So everyone's taking pictures of themselves. Everyone's hanging out with their friends. I was not. I was all alone. I was really all by myself, and I was ex- extremely mad because everyone betrayed me throughout the whole years of high school and all of that. And this other girl came out knowing she hugged me, and and I was like, at least I cared for a few people. At least I cared for a few people, and stuff like that. Then after that, it was time for us to sit down, and everybody, like the whole everyone's parents were there. They're all in the top of the bleachers, and it was time for us to like it's time for us to like graduate and all of that, the graduate ceremony and all of that. After, after we like during the graduation, they all the power kids on the stage sing this music and stuff like that, and and what happened is they were all singing, they were all crying, and but I did not care though. I did not care about those kids. They didn't care about those pop. I didn't care about those power kids because they didn't care about me. I didn't care about them because I didn't feel bad for them at all during graduation. The whole time during the music, during the music play. I mean, during the music they were singing. The other kids felt bad for them. I didn't feel bad for them at all. I just gave them a look. I just gave them a look way in the back because I was way in the back where no one could see me or stuff like that. Because my last name it starts with a Y. Because we were like lined up in alphabetical order. So we throw our hats in the air. We throw our hats in the air. We graduate. It was time for us to go home. Then after that, something happened outside. There was like this fight with these parents somewhere. One of their parents had a fight, and everyone was running everywhere and stuff like that. It could have been a shooting. I don't know. And we were just trying to get back to the car. I found my parents. I went back to the car, and after that, we went home. and I was thinking, thank God I was away from those kids, and that was it. So, like and subscribe to my channel where I post videos every 2 day for 2 days, every 2 days, 5 days, and mostly a week. So goodbye.